I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog at stampwithelaine.com, and also welcome to my YouTube channel if you're watching from YouTube. Now, there's a funny story to this project. Originally I made it as a Christmas card, but on closer inspection I thought it would make a fantastic nameplate setting. On one side you can write the guest's name, and on the reverse the person sitting opposite the guest at the table would still have something pretty to look at. And best of all, because it's made from Deckled Circles dies, when folded in half it rocks. So this is the Rocking Horse bundle and the set of dies. Now this one will cut out the presents, this will cut out the tiny little holly, and this holly here, a bow. I think this is the stamped one, and the rocking horse itself, and the drum. So all these are extras. This is the one for the rocker, and this is the one for the holly leaf and berries, this tiny little one here, and it's like the teddy bear. This one is for the saddle, and then there's building blocks A, B and C, larger holly leaves, and the profile for the berries, which you can lay on top as a detail. And then this is an extra bow which has no stamped image to go with it. Additional cardstock you need are scraps of cherry cobbler, basic white and shaded spruce. So out of the scraps of shaded spruce and cherry cobbler, I've die cut this tiny trio of holly leaves and the berries. You want to cut a bridging piece which is 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and in metric that will be 1 centimetre by 4 centimetres, and you score every 1/2 inch, and in metric you score every 1 centimetre. So the first fold is a mountain fold, valley, mountain, so it creates a W. The other tools I need is the now retired Stamparatus, a silicone mat, cherry cobbler ink and tuxedo black memento ink, cherry cobbler stamping blends and the Smoky Slate stamping blends. I'm also using the Deckled circle dies and counting from 1 as the smallest. There are 14 dies in this nest of Deckled circles, and I'm using number 9 and 8. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 and 9. I use number 8 to cut out one in basic white and one for my rocker base in cherry cobbler with the number 10. I also cut extras so I could fold it in half and mark it and then cut it with a trimmer, so I know that it is exactly in half. Using this as a template to see where I need to score. Marry up the circles, match up the scoring line in the middle of my scoreboard where I've marked the 6-inch score line with a white chalk pen so that it's more visible. Then I can score down the middle and fold it. I've marked my other circle, the smaller circle. I can then follow the pencil marks and cut that exactly in half. Then you want to choose a pattern paper to cut a circle, which I've done here, and I've cut that in half, so I'm going to use this half on this other circle. So I'll glue the circle and the basic white circle straight onto my card base. So that part's done. Now we want to stamp the rocking horse with a mirror image technique. First I'm going to use the Stamparatus to create my mirror image. So you need a silicone mat and the stamp. So I'm going to mount the stamp, say about there, not too close to the sides. Make sure I've got the foam mat underneath. Ink up the stamp. And stamp several times on the silicone mat to create the mirror image. You don't want to press the photopolymer stamp too hard on the silicone mat because photopolymer stamps are more squishy, and if you stamp and press too hard it will blur the image. Then I'm going to put my cardstock in, and be careful not just to drop it and leave it in place. Don't start squiggling it around because then it will blur the image on the underside. Open up the Stamparatus and look at the reverse image. Remove the silicone mat, insert the cardstock and stamp. Now it's time to cut the rocking horse. So I've put it on my sandwich. My plates are very bowed at the moment, as you can see. So I've had to put a copious amount of low-tack tape on my die so it won't move. So here's my usual sandwich, platform 1, the thin die adapter platform 2, the base platform 3 cutting plate with my cardstock die with the cutting edge face down, and a second platform 3. So I'll run that through the machine off camera. I'll be back. To save time, I've already coloured in the reverse side of this horse, and I'm going to colour this side now, which is facing in the opposite direction. So I'll do his mane and his tail in dark smoky slate, and the top of the saddle and the stirrups in light smoky slate, and then this and his reins in cherry cobbler. So I'll speed this up. Have a rocking Christmas. I'm going to fussy cut this. They're quite straightforward actually. Now I've already put dimensionals on the back, so I'm just going to pop my letters on there. Take your bridging piece and apply adhesive on it, on the two ends, and fold it in a concertina shape. Open up your card. I think I'll use my tweezers because I'm getting glue everywhere. And just place it in the middle here. And fold that back and wait for it to bond with your finger. And this bridging piece prevents it from sliding all the way down and keeps it together so that it will rock. There you have it. That's the front and that's the back, and this is the mirror image. If you liked it, then do give me a thumbs up. I think they make great name place cards, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.